Hello, hello, everyone. How is it going? How's it going? Welcome back to another Watch with Nordic live commentary stream. I'm just trying to get everything ready to go here, upload my promotion posts to Instagram and Twitter. So give me a moment, guys, but thank you all so much for being in the stream and tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. We are getting ready to start the second of two. So let me try and do this here before the game itself gets started. That's coming up here soon. But thank you all so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement. As I upload the clips and stuff and get this ready to go. I'll pull up the commentary in a moment, but stick around, guys. Thank you all so much for being here. Just doing all the promotional stuff quickly. I didn't know how much time I would have, so I just decided to hop right into it.
Hesitation is not in the playbook. Your path to victory.
All right, there's one. All right, 2 minutes and 20 seconds till puck drop between the New York Islanders and the Los Angeles Kings here tonight. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. We are almost done with everything we need to do here. Anze Kopitar playing in his 1500th NHL game here tonight. Not many players will reach that milestone in their NHL career, so a big one there for Anze Kopitar. Congratulations to him. All right, perfect. That is done. All right, perfect. Let me pull up the commentary. Let me do my caption that I need to do every single time. I cannot show the game due to copyright. Please do not ask. People still ask anyway. Logan Stanley and Luke Shen to Buffalo. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. All right, pull up the stream there. Pull up the stream here. We got 20 people in here to start. Wow, what's going on, everyone? What's up, Rex? What's up, OM? Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Like the stream, guys. Subscribe down below if you're new. It'd be greatly appreciated. We'll get underway with the commentary in just a moment. 30 seconds to puck drop, it says. Alrighty, let's get ready to get started here between the Los Angeles Kings and the New York Islanders here tonight. A first-time Watch with Nordic matchup. Starting goaltenders here between both teams. Darcy Kuemper is in net for the LA Kings. 14, 12, and 9 this season. 2.68 and a .897. 8-6 and 2 all time against the New York Islanders. On the other side is Ilya Sorokin, who has the most shutouts in the NHL with 6. 22, 13, and 2, a 2.47. And a 9.15 has been historically very, very good in Watch with Nordic streams. It is Anze Kopitar's 1500th NHL game all time. And we see Matthew Schaefer on the other side. It's the Islanders and the Kings. And we are underway. Faceoff is won here by the Islanders. Barzal dumps it down low behind the net. Then Pulock back up to Schaefer. Schaefer cross-ice pass back into the LA zone. What are you apologizing for? Here's Kopitar then back to Panarin. Puck is chipped back down low, then into the Islanders zone. Kempe in front, can't get the clear shot on Sorokin. Off the boards now, Andre Palat. Battling forward here now on the right side. Pulak to center. 2-on-2. Horvat into the zone to Palat, a shot. Denied by Kemper. On the right side now, Anderson will try and bank it to center. Here's Panarin. Backhanding it down low into the Islanders zone. About a minute gone here in period number 1. Here's Callum Ritchie. Broken up at the line then. Now grabbing it back is Heineman. Drops it over then for DeAngelo. Down low then Pelech. Back over to Tony DeAngelo now as the Islanders try and move the puck the other way. It's chipped back down low then into the LA zone. Kempe dumps it off the boards. Now Taylor Ward will throw it to center. Turcotte pass back over then for LaFerriere into the chest of Shesterkin, who makes a big save here early. Take a look at these goaltenders in their Watch with Nordic stats. Ilya Sorokin suiting up in he's only played a grand total of 4 games prior to this one. This is his 5th game he's played in a live commentary stream. Darcy Kemper playing in his 8th all time. What's up, King? Come on, Kings, we need this win so bad. Damn right you do. Face off here in the Islanders zone. Won by the Kings. Corey Perry will dump it around behind the net then. Grabbing it down low is Jared Wright. Up top, shot, saved by Sorokin. Simon Holmstrom now will dump it to center. Here's Clark. Cross ice pass into the zone. Perry back over. Connors a shot. Glove by Sorokin. And again, what's really been highlighted here about this LA Kings team is they are rolling with numerous rookies in their lineup since DJ Smith has entered the lineup. Kenny Connors playing in his 2nd game. Jared Wright playing in his 2nd game. Angus Booth played on Monday. He scored his first NHL goal against the Avalanche. And DJ Smith in his 2nd game as the Kings head coach, looking to bounce back. Here come the Islanders now. Gatcomb fires a shot there on Kemper. He makes the save and covers up. And now we get some physicality here between these two teams immediately to start. And a highlight here. Anze Kopitar becoming the 25th player in NHL history to play 1,500 games. That is nuts. 18:06 left to go in the opening period. Scoreless. Shots 3-1 in favor of the Kings as they got the offense going. It'll be Cizikas now taking the draw against Hellenius. They will kick Hellenius out. Now Mallet will come in. Face off here now won by the Kings. CC now on the right side. Bank to center. Hellenius will chip it down low. Ward now battling forward with DeAngelo. The Islanders have won 5 of their last 6 games. Dumoulin shoots it wide of Sorokin. Poke checked around by Pelech. Battling forward on the right side was Gatcomb. Thrown to center. McLean now. DeAngelo will dump it down low into the LA zone. It's picked up by Kemper. Returning to the lineup tonight is Drew Doughty. Brian Dumoulin will chip it down low into the zone. Kemper returning as well. Sorokin loses his stick. Panarin kept in the zone. Anderson a shot. Save. Rebound in front. Denied as Kopitar nearly scored in his monumental game tonight. Cleared back out to center. Kempe will regroup now in his own end. Give him back then to Panarin. Panarin here through center. Will drop it off the boards to Kempe. Kempe up top. Shot by Anderson goes wide. Kopitar then back to Panarin. Panarin at the point. Artemi Panarin will fire that one wide. Now Schaefer fighting with Kopitar in front. Panarin looks all alone. He scores! First goal as an LA King. Artemi Panarin from Kopitar and Anderson. And the Kings strike first. And Panarin was left all alone there in front. And there was literally no chance there for Sorokin. He was still without a stick from a sequence earlier in the game. And Artemi Panarin, a little bit over 3 minutes into the hockey game, makes it a 1-0 lead here for the LA Kings. Panarin with his 20th goal of the year, his first as an LA King, assisted by Kopitar and Anderson. And I forgot to put the 1. My bad. He makes it 1-0 here for LA. Yeah, you did that on purpose, King. You can't tell me you didn't do that on purpose. Here's Moore now, down low for Laferriere. Alex Laferriere now will fire it on Sorokin. Save there. Rebound goes wide. Now down low here, Trevor Moore battling for it. Up top, Clark looks for options. Penalty coming up here against the Islanders. Brandt Clark at the point. Trying to play it back, and the Islanders touch the puck. We have a power play coming up here against the Islanders, and the Kings led to the man advantage. Shots are 6-2. And it's going to be on Carson Soucy, who is a brand new, well, not really a brand new at this point, but a relatively new New York Islander. He takes a penalty for tripping. And it is now a 1-0 lead here for the King, or 1-0 leader for the Kings, and a power play coming up. So we will see if LA can convert here on the man advantage. Anze Kopitar will take the draw. Exactly 4 minutes gone to open up this first period. And it's Artemi Panarin who converts and makes it a 1-0 lead for the Kings. Face-off coming up here now in the Islanders zone. They'll add some time to the clock. Face-off won by LA. Panarin to Clark. Back down low, Panarin. Pass to Perry in front, and Kempe nearly made it 2-0. Stolen back then by the Islanders. Here they come through center. Holmstrom, shorthanded, stolen back by Kopitar. Kopitar now behind the net will break this one through center. The Preds are beating the Bruins 5-1. Damn. Kopitar will dump it down low then into the Islanders zone. Stolen back and cleared to center. Now Brandt Clark back to Panarin. Artemi Panarin. Up top to Clark. Clark to Panarin. Pass over. Kempe, a shot wide of Sorokin. Now Perry back up top to Panarin. Panarin to Perry. Up top, Kopitar. Puck slides just wide. Kopitar back to Kempe. Stolen back then by the Islanders. And cleared all the way down the other way. Halfway through the Los Angeles power play. Doughty will pick it up here for the Kings. They'll break it here through center. More to Laferriere. Kenny Connor's on the ice on that second power play unit. Down low now, Laferriere trying to poke that puck free. Trevor Moore battling for it on the right side. Puck is cleared up top. Doughty off the boards to Panarin. Panarin looks. Back to Doughty. A shot tipped in front. Saved by Sorokin. He will cover with 14:32 remaining. And we get some pushing and shoving amongst these two teams, as tensions seem to be flaring. Laferriere being yelled at by the linesman. This is commentary number 188 here on the channel. Thank you all so much for your support. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement. We're almost at 10 likes already. Face-off coming up here now again in the Islanders zone. 30 seconds to go on the power play. We'll get that first unit back out there. Face-off blown dead due to a violation. They will move in Laferriere to take the draw. And it is now won then by the Kings. Doughty up top, backhanded down low, Panarin. Artemi Panarin to Moore. Moore shoots it, saved by Sorokin. Panarin gets it back. Artemi Panarin up top to Doughty. Doughty to Panarin. He'll look for options. Circles back around. Waits. LaFerriere in front, deflected in the air and back out of play. With 6 seconds to go on the Kings' advantage. And good opportunities here from LA. They're getting the shots on Sorokin. 9-2 are the shots here in this opening period immediately. Have yourself a start. Face-off won by the Kings. Doughty. Drop back to LaFerriere. Shoots it into the chest of Ilya Sorokin. Penalty will come to a close. Susi out of the box. Shot's now 10-2. All right, just updating my stat sheet here. Face-off now won by the Islanders. Anders Lee will clear it out of his own zone back to center. Now Gatcombe, stolen back then by Moore. Moore to Turcotte. Turcotte to Moore in front. Sorokin clears that puck away before anything can come of it. LA trying to keep it in the zone. D'Angelo back down low then to Schaefer. Cleared off the boards to center. Doughty back to Anderson. Mikey Anderson now down the right side, trying to backhand that one off the boards. Now Schaefer fighting with Ward. Taylor Ward. Banked off the boards, now it's Mallet. Will clear that one around behind the net. Kept in the zone by Dumoulin. Now Ward. Below the boards. Pass in front, broken up then by the Islanders. And kept in the zone by Mallet, now battling for it. Gatcombe will backhand that one down low. Ward, pass in front, blocked by Schaefer. Matthew Schaefer battling forward with Ward. Back over then to Mallet. Taken back then Ward. Up top, Dumoulin, a shot. That one goes wide. Now another chance on, stopped by Sorokin as well. Dumoulin to Mallet. Puck is tipped by Hellenius. Pressure here from the Kings. The Islanders did play last night. That is something you need to keep in mind. Cleared around then behind the net. Up top, Ward tried firing it on. That one went wide. Below the line then is Perry. Perry can't get it on. Battling forward on the right side as well as Gatcombe. Jared Wright picks it up. Second NHL game for the young rookie. He's cross-checked down low by D'Angelo. Taken back then by the Islanders, who will clear it back into the LA zone. 8 minutes gone here in period number 1. The Kings have pressured the Islanders heavily to open up this hockey game. Puck is chipped all the way back into the Islanders zone. Sorokin will play it down low. Right. Dumps it around then. Trying to get that one was Ward. Islanders will get it now through center. Horvat to Barzal. Barzal down low. Connor stolen back by Kempe, who has a lot of speed the other way. Kempe with Clark, 2-on-2. Trying to get around Mayfield. He's held now against the boards. Barzal gets it back to Pulak. Down low behind the net. Pulak clears it below the line. Islanders get it back. Mayfield now holds the puck. Cleared off the boards to center. Barzal with speed. Drops it up. And it comes all the way back to center. Tony D'Angelo carries it here now for the Islanders. Banked off the boards then and backhanded down low. Now Kemper battling forward with Heineman. Cleared off the boards by Anderson. Thrown to center. Racing for it with speed then is LaFerriere. 2-on-2 developing. LaFerriere to Turcotte. Pass is blocked by Susi. Already nearly halfway through this opening period. Artemi Panarin with his first as a King. Now Heineman down low then. It's off the boards for Pulak. Cleared to center. Anders Lee will dump this one down low into the zone. Pulak will fire it on. It goes wide of Kemper. Schaefer to Pulak. Pulak fires it. Denied. Rebounds there. And just wide was Anders Lee. He cannot tie it. Here's Pulak to the right side. Taken back then by Moore. Trevor Moore will dump that one down low into the Islanders zone. Poke checked away then by Hellenius. Ceci throws it down low further. Pulak off the boards to Holmstrom. Now Mallet battling for it. Shot in front by Hellenius, denied by Sorokin. Ilya Sorokin having to face plenty of chances here to open up this hockey game. Clark a shot wide. Hellenius picks it back up. Shot up top. Denied. Rebounds in front. And Sorokin makes the save with 9.5 minutes to go in period number 1. Shots are 14-3 in favor of the Kings. And Artemi Panarin staying patient there on Sorokin makes it 1-0 Kings. It was Panarin with the only goal. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Let's take a look at the status report here for both of these teams and what the lineups are looking like tonight. The Islanders did not hold a morning skate following their 5-1 loss to Anaheim on Wednesday. Pulak could be available. He is. He's playing tonight. After participating in a morning skate but not playing on Wednesday. Drew Doughty, Trevor Moore, and Darcy Kemper likely to return. All three of them are back here tonight. Byfield is missing his second straight game. Jared Wright obviously playing yet again here in his second NHL game after Warren Foegele was traded to the Ottawa Senators earlier today. Sorokin is the only reason why the Islanders aren't down by 3 goals. Yep. Shots 13-3. They took away some shots there for LA. Ilya Sorokin, who's generally been pretty good in live commentary streams. Pull up the stats here real quick. I gotta refresh them. Ilya Sorokin, his 5th commentary stream. He is undefeated. The Islanders are the only team in Watch with Nordic history to have not yet lost a game in a commentary. So tonight could be some history. But regardless of that, Ilya Sorokin 4-0, a 2.25 goals against average and a .940 save percentage in his Watch with Nordic career. Kopitar getting a standing ovation for his 1500th NHL game. A longtime Los Angeles King will be here forever, that's for sure. Face-off now in the Islanders zone. Cizikas versus Kopitar. It's won by the Islanders. Schaefer will bank it off the boards back to center. Clark to Edmondson. Bank back into the New York zone. Dumped around then. Cizikas fighting with Kempe. Kopitar will backhand it behind the net. Schaefer trying to pick that one up. Will try and get it to center. Edmondson, a shot denied. Grabbed then by Pulak. And cleared back down low. Icing against the Islanders with 9:08 to go. Most points in Los Angeles Kings history. Kopitar is now 4 points back of Marcel Dionne's franchise record. He's getting there. Face off here now in the Islanders zone. It's won by the Kings. Edmondson to Clark. Clark clears it down low now. Kempe will drop it back. Panarin below the line. Fires it on. Saved by Sorokin. Cleared off the boards then now Gatcomb. Brings it around then behind the net. Clears it off the boards. Kempe. Down low now below the line. Puck is banked all the way back into the neutral zone. Cizikas is now trying to break it in. He loses it. Now Brandt Clark. Below the line, pass up top. Here's Wright. Jared Wright now fires it on. It's deflected in the air and wide. He'll keep at it. Young rookie playing in his second NHL game. Anderson a shot. Puck's in the crease, jabbing at it. Backhand there by Wright is blocked. Islanders will get it back. Palat Battling for it down low. Grabbed then quickly by Barzal. Right below the goal line. Pass back up top. Anderson shoots it. Tipped in front. Rebounds there. And they can't convert. Connors and Wright on the ice. Two young rookies in their second NHL games. D'Angelo. Pass up then to Barzal. Barzal to Horvat. Horvat to Barzal, who will drop it back. Matt Barzal looking for options. Fires it on. That one's blocked. Anderson ahead then for Moore. Trevor Moore now through center. He'll circle back around. Try to backhand it down low. He'll come in. Looks, waits. Backhand on. Denied by Sorokin. It has been all LA Kings here these last couple minutes. Shots are 16-3. Good Lord. All right, that being said, I need to go use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below, like the stream. I shall return.
So my doctor added Caplyta, proven to provide greater relief from depression symptoms than an antidepressant alone, building on my progress without starting over. Weight gain and reported sexual side effects were not common.
Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke. Caplyta is not approved for dementia-related psychosis. Call your doctor about new or sudden mood changes, behaviors, or suicidal thoughts right away. Antidepressants may increase these risks. Report fever, confusion, stiff muscles, which may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be permanent. High cholesterol and weight gain may occur, as can high blood sugar, which may be fatal. Common side effects are sleepiness, dizziness, nausea, dry mouth, feeling tired, and diarrhea. These aren't all the side effects.
All right, I have returned. Sorry about that, guys. Had to use the bathroom really quick. 7.5 minutes to go in the opening period. Kings are leading the Islanders 1-0 here. Now Patrick Waugh.
We knew there will be a push at the beginning of the game. There's a new coach. They lost the last game against Colorado. So we expect that start. Ilya was outstanding for us, made some really good saves. Now we just need to come back with some poise.
7.5 minutes to go. The LA Kings have dominated the Islanders here so far. Sorokin with 15 saves already on 16 shots. And now we will see if the Islanders can respond. The two rookies, Kenny Connors and Jared Wright, with some big chances. They've put on the offensive zone pressure here so far. Taking some blood there is Pelech, as he took a stick to the nose. Face-off coming up here now in the Islanders zone. Won by the Kings. Dumped in the zone now. Here's Heineman. Will carry this one now through center. Heineman broken up. Now Trevor Moore will play it back to Turcotte. Poke checked away. Ceci will dump it down low then into the Islanders zone. Now Mayfield. Grabbed then by Susi. Cleared off the boards. Islanders try and break it through center. It's broken up then now Dumoulin here on the right side. Susi now grabs it back then for the Islanders. Susi over then for Mayfield. Susi chips it down low then again into the Kings end. Here's Ward. Pass up then for Ceci. Ceci back up to Ward, who will chip that one down low. Grabbing it then quickly is D'Angelo. D'Angelo back to Pajot. Pass ahead then. Shot from Pelech is blocked. Now Pajot battling for with Lee on the right side. Ward will get it to center. Tony D'Angelo now comes back into zone to regroup. Adam Pelech off the boards to D'Angelo. Tony D breaks it through center. Played off the boards, then through the legs to Pajot. Couldn't get it there. Kings will backhand it to center. Now the Isles regroup once again. Pulak. Cross ice pass. Horvat. Down low to D'Angelo. Back off the boards. Pulak will get it to center. Anderson. Banks it back down low. Barzal chips it ahead. Matt Barzal holds the puck. Below the line. Battling for it now with Horvat. Cleared off the boards by Kopitar. Thrown to center then. Now Pulock back to Schaefer. Pulock over then for Palat. Stolen back by Panarin. Panarin down low then battling for it with Corey Perry. Can't get there in time. Now Connors. Clears it up top. Clark. Dumps it around behind the net. Now Edmondson. Thrown up top right. Pass back. Clark, a shot blocked by Palat as the Islanders try and clear. Kept in then by Wright. Right down low then. Connors back up top. Clark to Edmondson. Shoots it on. Blocked by Barzal. 5 minutes to go in this opening period. Shots are a lopsided 17-3. Clark a shot. And that one deflects and wide. Now Wright and Connors battling for with Schaefer and Palat. 3 of the 4 rookies. Wow. Pulock now behind the net. Banks it up top. Edmondson. Dump back over then. Palat below the line. Matthew Schaefer now handles that puck. He'll stick handle it behind his own net. Back over then for Pulock. Pulock, cross ice pass. The Islanders have not had a shot since the 10-minute mark of the period. McLean now battling forward up top. Mayfield. Off the boards then for McLean. At the point. Susi dumps it down low. Now Turcotte battling forward on the right side. Cleared all the way back up top. Grabbing it then is Susi. Behind the net. Carson Susi throws it in front. Backhand there, and Gatcomb could not get it on. Less than 4 minutes to go here in period number 1. Islanders bring it back in. What's up, Tim? Welcome to the stream, brother. Good to see you. Here's Zizekas now battling forward with Anderson. Mayfield up top. Fires it. Deflected in the air. It's in the crease. Heineman fires it again. Denied by Kemper. Anderson will dump it around then down low. Here's Doughty. Back over to Anderson. Anderson to Doughty. It's chipped off the boards and back into the Islanders' end. Only 4 shots for the Islanders, about 17 minutes in this game. Heineman will drop it back down low into the Islanders' zone. D'Angelo. Back over to Heineman. Heineman cross ice pass broken up then by the Kings. Hellenius will dump it down low. 3 minutes to go in the opening period. Pelech banks it off the boards to center. Heineman chips it back down low. Ceci. Right side then, battling forward is Dumoulin. Hellenius intercepted at the line. And banked back to center yet again. Matthew Schaefer now in the back pedal will regroup with that puck. Drops it back now. The young rookie here for the Islanders breaking some defensive records. Here he comes with speed. Off the boards, he goes offsides. Well, maybe not him specifically, but the Islanders are offsides. What a sequence here by the LA Kings. They have outplayed the Islanders heavily. 18-4 are the shots on goal. It is 1-0 in favor of LA. And I mean, again, the head coaching boost, the night for Kopitar. It's not a huge surprise that the Kings have come out with this much force. It's not particularly uncommon when you see a team playing for something like this. Should not be shocked whatsoever. Thank you all very much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well so it helps out with the engagement. So no commentary streams tomorrow. Saturday night, 10 p.m. will be Senators versus Kraken. That'll be the commentary stream then. What's up, Goku? What's going on? And then Sunday we're going to get Red Wings versus Devils and Oilers versus Golden Knights. And then I haven't determined the streaming schedule for that following week. I have an idea what we're going to do, but not a whole lot of streams next week. Only 4, probably, sadly. These two teams have not yet played each other prior to tonight. They will play here and then play 12 days later in Long Island on March 13th. Islanders lost a tough one last night against the Anaheim Ducks 5-1 on a back-to-back here tonight. The Islanders are currently in a divisional spot. They are tied with the Pittsburgh Penguins. Those will be great games. Yes, sir. Face-off one here by the Islanders. Now Schaefer banks it off the boards, back down low. Kopitar on the right side. Pajot stolen back then and banked back into the Islanders zone. Matthew Schaefer gets it back below the line. Schaefer will carry it through the zone back to Pajot. Pajot will chip it into the LA end. Now Lee battling forward with Edmondson. Off the boards, Panarin tried to dump that one around. Here's Clark. Holding it now below the line, banked off the boards in front. Pajot will backhand it away before anybody can get to that puck. Now Holmstrom will dump it here into the zone. Kopitar on the right side. Holmstrom battling for that puck. Kopitar banked off the boards back into the LA zone. Brandt Clark will clear it to center. Panarin fighting with DeAngelo. Tony DeAngelo now grabs it behind the net then for the Islanders. Tony D banks it off the boards here to center. Doughty gets it back. Approaching the final minute of play here in the opening period. LaFerriere back to Moore. Pass in front, broken up. Now Anderson a shot. And that one deflects wide off Sorokin. Last minute of play here in period number 1. The LA Kings with 18 shots. That is an NHL record this season for most shots in a first period. Here's Trevor Moore now banking it off the boards. LaFerriere will clear it into the Islanders zone. Schaefer back to Pulock. Pulock with 35 seconds left will clear it down low. Now Heineman battling for it. Gatcombe banks it up top. Schaefer shoots it, deflected wide. Now Dumoulin fighting here. Ritchie back to Schaefer to Pulock. A shot into the chest of Kemper with 18 seconds to go. Shots 19-5. What an incredibly lopsided game here. Face-off coming up here now in the Los Angeles zone. Not a lot of pressure here for the Islanders tonight. Drouin wins the draw. Pulock a shot. Saved by Kemper. The rebound is somewhere. And the whistle's blown dead as the puck went out of play. And I had no idea where it was. It just all of a sudden came back into play. They blew the whistle, of course. Even the referees didn't even know where that puck was. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. We are less than 24 hours away from the trade deadline. Face off in the LA zone. Less than 12 seconds left. Barzal now takes the draw against Kopitar. Schaefer talking to Drouin. They may add some time back to the clock here or something like that. All right, we're back. Cizikas versus Kopitar. Face-off is won by the Kings. CC back to LaFerriere. 10 seconds to go. Schaefer gets it at the line. He'll come back into his own end. 5 seconds left. Drop down low for Pulock. And that'll do it. Sorry, my clock was a little bit behind. One of the best periods by any NHL team this season. A record 19 shots in that opening period. And Artemi Panarin with his first goal as a King makes it a 1-0 lead in favor of LA. That being said, folks, it is intermission time. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. do what you got to do. We will be back for the start of period number 2 momentarily. And thank you all so much for being here. We're already at 20 likes on the live commentary. That is awesome. Going to take a breather here. We'll talk about the other games around the NHL as we count down to the second.
If it plugs into your wall and feeds off your electrons,
All right.
then it owes you something in return. Because the greatest measure of
Thank you all so much for tuning in. LA Kings should smash this game. They are currently. All right, we are making a Panarin goalpost. That is going on the channel. But thank you all so much for your support through that first period. That was fun. I enjoyed that. A lot of shots for the LA Kings, that's for sure. Any questions you guys have, drop them in the comment section down below. We'll talk about anything. It can be NHL related, can be anything. A lot of trades going on currently. Players are getting moved left and right. So that's another factor as well. Warren Foegele was traded today from the LA Kings to the Ottawa Senators. The Kings got a second-round pick and a conditional third. I will be making a video on that trade and uploading it after we are done with this commentary. So stay tuned for that. That'll be later tonight. What do I think of tomorrow's game? Oilers, Hurricanes. Canes should win, for sure. Hard to keep up. Yeah, I feel you, bro. It's been a lot of trades. A lot of trades have been going on.
And the Kings strike first. So Ken goes to Expedia, the one place you go to go places.
All right, there we go. Panarin clip's already done. Boom. Too easy. Yeah, hard to keep up with all the trades. There should be plenty more tomorrow. Is Nashville winning? I believe they are, yes. I think last I checked, they're beating the Bruins 5-1. Looks like Sam Carrick is going to Buffalo. So Sam Carrick is going to the Buffalo Sabres, it looks like. Some fourth line depth. One year ago tomorrow in Watch with Nordic History was the first ever time we live streamed the Detroit Red Wings. They took on the Utah Mammoth. It was a 4-2 win for the Utah Hockey Club at the time. And that commentary stream, funny enough, it only got 163 views. Of the 190 commentary streams we have done all time, it is the second least viewed commentary stream ever. I just find that insane. Like a year ago, we were getting like 160 views on our commentaries. Now at this point, we're getting like over 1,000 every single stream. It's nuts. And that's only going to go up from here. The support has been unreal. I'm grateful for all your guys' support. Nashville is rocking last time I checked. Yeah. Yeah, Vancouver stuck with some tough contracts. I think they might trade Garland. They might be able to get Garland out of there. We will see what happens there with that, obviously, but thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Like the stream down below. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. They are talking about Gavin McKenna here on the panel. Good player, but rebuild time. Yep. Vancouver is in a great position. They could get first overall. If they, I have a feeling if the Vancouver Canucks get first overall, they're taking Ivar Stenberg. That is my prediction. I think if Vancouver gets the first overall pick, they will take Stenberg. But that's just me. All right. Very well could. Like, I feel like Stenberg's a Swede. Pettersson's a Swede. Why not try and make that happen? Come on. I feel like that would be a great move. Honestly, I would love that. We'll be live for that, of course, here on the channel. All right. All right. Less than 9 minutes to go till the start of the second period. I appreciate all you guys for tuning into the commentary. It's greatly appreciated. Subscribe down below if you're new. We do these commentary streams every single week for all 32 teams. I try and do all 32 teams as evenly as I possibly can. But, you know, obviously sometimes I can't do every single team all the time. But we do our best. This is our 6th time streaming the Islanders. They are undefeated. They are the only team that has never lost a game in a commentary. The LA Kings, we've streaming them for the 11th time tonight. All time. We keep track of the stats and everything. We have a good time. We do trivia questions every now and then. We talk about, I mean, basically everything hockey, honestly.
every film role, but some things stay with me more than others. Like the impact we Alzheimer's disease. It's important to think about brain health now, because there's so much we want to do. Acting early to protect brain health.
So Sam Carrick to the Sabres is what I'm hearing right now on the trade block.
Ask your doctor about your risk factors and for a cognitive assessment. Learn more at brainhealthmatters.com.
Keep up the good work. Love the commentary. Appreciate it from Raleigh. Go Canes. Love to hear that. Hopefully another Canes stream coming up soon. But I appreciate that chromatography pro. Appreciate it, man. The kind words mean a lot. Don't ever think they don't. They do.
There's no ice indoors. How would I ruin a perfectly good bath?
All right, there we go. That's done. Looks like the Parayko, Kibosh, the Sabres trade. Yeah, so it looks like Parayko was going to go to the Sabres for Mertka in a first. But Parayko decided, nope, I don't want to go to Buffalo. He wanted to stay in the Western Conference. That was the biggest thing. So Parayko, he has the right to, whether or not you like it, to say no to a trade, and that's what he did. It certainly sucks, but it is what it is. It happens. And sadly, again, you just can't control All right, second period coming up in just a moment, guys. Just updating the all-time stat sheet here, getting the stats in from last game. Did not have time to do that. Very happy we signed Bussy for another 3 years. Nobody keeps it up. Yeah, Bussy, that was a good contract. I think there's not a lot of risk to it, to be honest with you. So I was a fan of that deal, actually. Huh. His save percentage actually goes up. Would have been a great addition to the Sabres, but it is what it is. Yep. I would have loved that trade for St. Louis. That would have been a slam freaking dunk of a trade, but fan favorite at Lenovo Center. That's what you love to hear. It's good to see. I've always liked Bussy. As a prospect, he was one of my favorites. All right, 3 minutes to go till the start of the second period, a little bit behind.
ABC and the ESPN app, and every game matters. Championship pedigree is on display. There's a dogfight at the top of the East.
Every night's gonna be a slugfest.
And center stage is up for grabs in LA.
Oh, and a gorgeous move. We are seeing some elite shot making.
Saturday primetime, Warriors fight. Sunday showcase, Celtics, Cavaliers. Knicks, Lakers on AB.
Make an easy switch to Diamond Credit Union. We keep the focus where it should be, on you. At Diamond, we can
Multi-point game for Aaron Ekblad in that last one.
banks can offer. We meet you where you are, right inside your community, where we've been serving our members since 1947. We're working together and growing together. Where ambition meets intuition, and we're best in class and best in community. That's unity. That's Diamond Credit Union.
Hi, I'm Conan O'Brien. I'll be hosting the 98th Annual Academy Awards Sunday, March 15th. Join me for a night of pure Hollywood magic. Cut and freeze and hold the pose, Conan, and set the award. Okay, clear the mark, and action. Oh! See you there. Cut, we got it. So you're gonna cut out the middle part so that it looks like a magic trick?
Alrighty, everyone, let's get ready for the start of period number 2 between the Los Angeles Kings and the New York Islanders here tonight. Your first period recap. Goals were scored by Artemi Panarin and only Artemi Panarin there in that middle frame, or that opening frame, actually. Not the middle frame. To make it a 1-0 lead for the Los Angeles Kings. Your stats through 20. Shots were a lopsided 19-5 in favor of the LA Kings. Face-off percentage was 53% in favor of the Islanders. Power plays, the Kings went 0 for 1. Hits were 13-11 in favor of LA. And then block shots were 7-7 apiece there in that opening frame. As we get ready for the start of period number 2 here coming up in just a matter of moments. Thank you all so much for being in the commentary. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the commentary. Alrighty, period number 2. Coming up here from Crypto.com Arena. Started a little bit too early there. Between the Los Angeles Kings and the New York Islanders. And we are underway. Face-off is won here by the LA Kings. Doughty back down low then to Anderson. Drew Doughty picks it up now below the line. Pass up then. Kopitar to Panarin. Back over to Kempe, who will dump it down low into the Islanders zone. Kopitar will come back to center and regroup. Pass ahead then. Panarin comes in. Shoots it off of the stick of Pulock and wide. Kopitar now battling forward here on the right side. Panarin up top. Shoots it on. Kempe the rebound. Denied by Sorokin as well. Here's D'Angelo. Off the boards then now with speeds Pajot. Circling around, pass up top. D'Angelo over to Schaefer. And deflected wide. Holmstrom shoots it on. That one goes wide of Kemper as well. D'Angelo. Back over then. Banked off the boards and back into the LA zone. D'Angelo. Up top, Schaefer. At the point, Barzal. Barzal to Schaefer. Schaefer will backhand it down low behind the net. Anderson to Horvat in front. Barzal denied by Kemper. And the Kings will play it back the other way. One-on-one, it's Panarin. Dropping it back. Kempe joins the rush. Panarin over to Kempe. A shot. And a whistle blown here with 18:40 to go. And I think a penalty's coming up here. It's going to be on the Kings. Corey Perry will head to the box. It's a too many men call. Are you kidding me? Too many men for the LA Kings, and the New York Islanders will get their first power play of the game. A minute 20. Passed here in period number 2. Will New York win? Maybe. LA Kings finally winning a game. 5-3 Bruins Preds. Nice. All right, power play for the Islanders. Face-off won by New York. Cal Ritchie down low in the corner, battling for with LaFerriere. Barzal. Stolen back, then ahead now, racing for the other way. Trevor Moore short-handed. Moore a shot. Saved by Sorkin. Rebounds there, and he can't tuck it. Trevor Moore battling for it with Schaefer. Matthew Schaefer drops it back then for Barzal. Barzal will carry it with speed. He'll come into the zone now, drops it around behind the net. Now Horvat dumps it down low. Back to Barzal now up top. Schaefer to Horvat. Fires it. Save there. Rebounds in front. Clear back up top. Barzal. Schaefer a shot. That one's blocked as well. Horvat. Pass to Schaefer. Schaefer back to Barzal. Barzal to Schaefer. To Horvat. To Schaefer. Back to Horvat. Islanders cycling it up top. Schaefer at the point halfway through the power play. Barzal circling around. Horvat to Barzal. Barzal to Schaefer. Schaefer to Barzal. A shot blocked by Ceci and cleared the other way. Sorokin will grab it here in his own zone. Gives it up then for D'Angelo as they get their second unit out there on the ice. Here's Druin. Druin will dump that one down low into the Kings' end. Doughty tries to clear. Now the Kings will take it the other way. It's Moore with speed. Moore will deke around D'Angelo. Trevor Moore in front. LaFerriere dekes in. Wrap around. It's in the crease. And the Islanders steal it back. Here's Palat in the final seconds of the power play. Druin. Cross ice to Heineman. Down low, Lee. Lee try to throw a pass in front. Kemper makes the save. And covers up with 5 seconds to go on the Islanders at man advantage. And a good cover up there by Darcy Kemper to keep this game at bay. Trevor Moore with a near rebound there. Could have made it a 2-0 hockey game. Shots 21-8 in favor of LA. Face off here now in the Los Angeles zone. It's won by the Islanders. Mayfield shoots it. Saved by Kemper. And blown dead yet again with 16:39 to go. Power play will come to a close. Shots now 3-2 in favor of the Islanders after that power play ensued. Both these teams coming off of losses. LA a loss to Colorado. The Islanders a loss to the Ducks yesterday. We streamed the Avalanche stream on Monday. That was a good game. Face-off coming up now in the LA zone yet again. One then by the Kings. Here's Dumoulin trying to backhand that one away. Taking back. Shut up. Goes wide. Now up top. Pass down low. Another chance denied by Kemper. And Casey Cizikas nearly tied the game, but Kemper stays... Oh, not 89. Kemper stays strong. Three and a half minutes gone in the second period. Shots are 4-2 in favor of New York. The face-off. Hellenius versus Zizekas. Islanders win the draw. Up top now, coming in as Mayfield loses the puck. Kings will try and take it back. It's Ward sending a pass ahead then for Mallet. It's broken up at the line. Now Zizekas brings it back in. Zizekas below the line, throws it through the crease. Nobody can convert. Now Sussy battling for it down low in the corner. McLean fighting for it as well. Here's Hellenius. Banked off the boards and back into the Islanders zone. Mayfield will dump it around behind the net. Kings get it back. Hellenius below the line to Mallet. Mallet will clear it up top. Clark waits. Holds it now at the point. Brant Clark circling around now up top. Fires it on. It's blocked. McLean will get it to center. Cece to Clark. Clark shoots it. Saved by Sorokin. And now Cizikas will dump it back to center. Kings will get to it first. Cody Cece now banked off the boards to center. Ward. Now back to Mayfield. 3-on-2. Horvat to Barzal. Barzal fires it. It's blocked through traffic. Below the line, Horvat will look for options in front. And that one deflects up in the air. Now Adam Pelech. Back to Horvat. Horvat to D'Angelo. Down low, Barzal. Behind the net. Barzal up top, D'Angelo. Back over. A shot there from Pelech denied. Cleared back to the point. D'Angelo. Right side. Horvat a shot again into the chest of Darcy Kemper. And now we get some more pushing and shoving as tensions continue to flare here in Crypto.com Arena. Islanders get a couple of shots on there. Kemper still keeping it a 1-0 lead. Shots 22-11, 14:51 to go in the second. Preds just got the empty net, 6-3. The Blue Jackets are right there. I don't know. 1 point back now, right? Kopitar taking the draw now against Pajot. Face-off, won by the Islanders. Holmstrom a shot, saved by Kemper. He covers up the rebound. And now the Islanders starting to get their own shots here in this one. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. I would greatly appreciate it. We are less than 15 subs away from 5,200. Face-off won by the Islanders. Now Kopitar. Below the line, here's Kempe. Adrian Kempe now on the right side. Back to Kopitar. Will dump it here into the Islanders zone. Pulak dumps it around then for Schaefer. Schaefer pass all the way up ahead then for Lee. It deflects off his stick. He'll grab it behind the net now, looking for options. Druin feeds it up top to center. Schaefer try to poke it ahead now. Kempe grabs it back. Adrian Kempe circles around, try to feed a pass up top. Pulak then for Pajot. Pajot will dump it down low then into the LA end. Mikey Anderson will grab it here for the Kings. LA just taking their time, holding the puck here in their own zone. Doughty to Laferriere. Laferriere now through center. Comes in, shoots it. Fans on that puck. Now Druin fighting with Moore. Stolen back then by Ritchie. Ritchie off the boards then for Heineman, who backhands it down low. Cody Cece off the boards then. Dumoulin trying to get it to center. He'll do so successfully. Laferriere coming in with speed. Laferriere can't get the pass over. Backhand there from Moore. Denied, and Sorokin will cover it up. And now some more pushing and shoving. Helmets being thrown off the ice here. And the physicality continues once again. Shots 23-13 in favor of the LA Kings. A late night commentary here on the East Coast. Thank you all for tuning in. Stream number 188 all time. Unbelievable. By the end of things here, we will be at probably around 300 commentaries all time by the end of the season. It's been such a crazy year. I've had so much fun. Like the stream down below, helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the commentary.
Thank you both for coming in. I'm
Sabres are working on a trade to acquire Shen and Logan Stanley from Winnipeg as well. A lot of trades happening here.
Only pay for what you need.
Whether you're craving classic comforts or something new, welcome home to Constructive.
This is the only late night game here. 6:30 p.m. local time start. No 10 p.m. commentaries here tonight. Otherwise, that's probably what I'd be doing right now. And not this game. But regardless of that, so Artemi Panarin with the only goal that's been scored. Shots 23-14 in favor of the Kings. And the game's not over yet. But it's just been such a dominant second period, or just a dominant game by the LA Kings. The Islanders have actually outshot the Kings 9-3 in the second period. The roles have completely reversed. Face-off blown dead due to a violation. All right, face-off coming up here again in the Islanders zone. Perry will take the draw. Face-off won then by the Isles. They'll break it through center. Here's Gatcomb. Dumps it down low to the Kings' end. Edmondson to Clark. Taken back then by the Islanders. Up top, Susie is shot into the glove of Kemper. Shot's actually 15-22. Don't be another close one like earlier. Stomp out their hopeful sparks. No, I want the close hockey. I want close hockey games. They make it so much better. There hasn't really been... I've been very, very lucky. There hasn't been a lot of blowouts that I've commentated this year. There's been like 3-goal games, but there's never been any like legitimate blowouts. There's only been like 2 of them this year. I guess if you include the Olympics, there was an 11-0 game, but NHL-wise, they've only had like 2 big blowout games. Face-off here now, won by the Islanders. A shot on goes wide. Behind the net then, Gatcomb battling forward with Kopitar. Adrian Kempe will throw a puck to center. Here's Panarin. Up top. Panarin back to Clark. Clark will fire it on into the glove of Sorokin. With 12:44 to go. And yeah, the pressure just keeps on coming here for Los Angeles. Look at the notable trades here these last couple of days. Warren Foegele to the Sens. Michael Bunting to the Stars. Nicholas Waugh to the Avalanche. Mackenzie Weegar to the Mammoth. And Tyler Myers to the Stars have been some of the notable trades over the last couple of days. And obviously things are still developing here late tonight on the West Coast, as Buffalo making a handful of trades as well. Pulock will bank it off the boards to center. Racing for it then is Anders Lee. Doughty will grab it back then for the Kings. Here he comes now through center off the boards. Kempe is offsides with 12:25 to go. Obviously, the Islanders actually made their moves relatively relatively earlier in the deadline sweepstakes, I guess you could say. They obviously acquired Carson Soucy and Andre Palat. Those were 2 moves they made back in January. And we were fortunate enough to commentate both of their debuts back in late January against the Rangers. Face-off won by the Islanders. Schaefer moves in, fires it off the pad of Kemper. Now Doughty will play it to center. LaFerriere dumps it down low. LaFerriere fighting with Perry. Schaefer will try and take it back on the right side. He will get it all the way back to center. Palat to Barzal. Barzal behind the net. Looks. Waits. Pelech over. Denied by Kemper. That even got on. Cleared all the way back to center. Now Trevor Moore battling for it. Schaefer gets it back. Matthew Schaefer will play it back ahead then for Pelech. Pelech off the boards for Barzal. Horvat gets it back. Cross-ice pass. D'Angelo up top. Back to Barzal. A shot on. Save. Rebounds there, and it goes wide of Kemper. Pelech to the right side now. Druin shoots it. And that one's blocked. Breakaway the other way. Mallet racing for it. He'll fire it on stroke and save. That rebound was there for Ward, who could not convert. Ward, a backhand pass there is blocked. Now battling for it down low in the crease. A whistle blown here with 11-12 to go. I think it may have been a hand pass. Oh, penalty coming up, actually. No, I'm incorrect. Penalty coming up. I'm not sure who it's going to be. Shots 24-16. It is another penalty on the Kings for too many men. Are you serious? Come on, guys. Why are you taking that many too many men calls? How's that even possible? Corey Perry will serve the penalty again. It's for the same call that he served at the beginning of the period. And now with 11-12 to go, the Islanders are heading back to the power play. They have outshot the Kings 11-5 in this second period. It's been a pretty lopsided period here so far, as was the first. Islanders power play now. Barzal, Horvat, Ritchie, Schaefer, and Holmstrom. Holmstrom up top to Schaefer. Schaefer to Barzal. Barzal down low to Ritchie. Ritchie to Barzal. Back to Ritchie. Below the line. Barzal the circle. Schaefer up top now. Cycling the puck. Schaefer at the point. Fires it on. That one's blocked. Now LaFerriere will clear it. Back into the Islanders zone. Matthew Schaefer now grabs it here for the Islanders. New York is 2 for 20 on the power play in their last 10 games. Barzal to Horvat. Horvat to Holmstrom. Battling forward with Anderson. Now Kempe. Played ahead for Kopitar. Here come the Kings the other way. Kopitar to Kempe. Saved by Sorokin. Shorthanded. Now Holmstrom gets it back here for the Islanders. As we cross over the halfway mark of the power play and the period. Schaefer drops it back for Barzal. Matt Barzal through the zone with speed. Now Palat. Below the line will clear it behind the net. Then Anderson will try and dump it away. Batted out of the air. Here's LaFerriere. Through center. LaFerriere to Schaefer. And broken up there at the line. As we cross over the halfway mark of the game and the period. Final couple seconds here. The Islanders power play. Heineman to Druin. Druin drops it back. Heineman cross-ice pass. D'Angelo looks, waits, fires it. And that one goes up and above Kemper and backhanded back to center. Tony D'Angelo now with 10 seconds to go on the man advantage. Islanders carry it through center. It's Druin. Comes in. Power play will come to a close. Another kill there for the Kings. Here's Pulak forced to center. No shots on that power play for the Islanders. Now Wright. Back to Connors. Will fire it wide of Sorokin. D'Angelo. Down low here in the corner. Played ahead then for Heineman. Off the boards, D'Angelo to McLean. Back to Zizekas. Zizekas below the line. Back over then, McLean. Up top, Sussy. Fires it. Saved by Kemper. Zizekas now on the right side. Sussy cross-ice pass. Pulak a shot. And that one's denied as well. Brant Clark will backhand this one back to center. Now Pulak regroups for the Islanders. Sussy off the board to Zizekas. Cizikas backhands it down low. Kemper then for Dumoulin. Here's Panarin. Cross ice pass to Clark. Clark with some room. Shoots it off of Sorokin. Back down low to the corner again. Clark fighting with Pelech now. Doughty. Down low then for Kopitar. Kopitar up top. Doughty shoots it into the chest of Sorokin yet again with 7:55 to go. Ilya Sorokin has had to be sharp, and that he has been. So is Kemper. 1-0 lead for the Kings here in this second period. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. Subscribe down below again if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the wonderful stream. Your support has been very much so greatly appreciated. It's been a lot of fun commentating hockey here on this channel the last couple of weeks. Last couple of months, in fact. I've had a phenomenal time. No commentaries tomorrow. On Saturday will be Senators Kraken, 10 p.m. start time, 9:58 p.m. stream start time, Eastern time, by the way. And then on Sunday, we have 2 Red Wings Devils, followed by Oilers Golden Knights. And then I have yet to decide what the streams will look like the following week. I'll probably do that on Saturday. And then obviously the commentary schedule will be posted on the channel. It's looking like with the way the schedule is looking, it'll only be 4 streams next week, sadly. I have the Royals next weekend, so no commentaries during the weekend. Shots 26-16 in favor of the LA Kings. Take a look at the goaltender stats. Darcy Kemper has stopped all 16 shots he's faced. Ilya Sorokin, 25 saves on 26 shots, a .962 save percentage. He has been cracked here tonight. And has had to make some big saves indeed. Face-off in the Islanders zone is won by the Islanders. Schaefer will clear this one to center. Here's Lee back over then with Holmstrom who battles for that puck. Down low now below the line. It's Anderson. Will clear it all the way back down into the LA zone. Or the Islanders zone for an icing, sorry. Showing off Matthew Schaefer again, the young rookie here for the Islanders. Has been a massive part of why New York has had a lot of success this season. Take a look at DJ Smith. Was the Ottawa Senators head coach for 5 seasons. Played 45 NHL games from 96 to 2003. Has been with the LA Kings since 2024 and finally got the nod at head coaching and led Hiller's fire. Backhand in front! And what a save there by Kemper on Pajot. Rebound was there. I thought he got through the 5-hole for sure. Here's Schaefer. Backhands it way up in the air down low. Adrian Kempe now off the boards. Kopitar will throw it to center. Panarin battling for it there. Turnover forced by the Isles. Holmstrom a shot into the chest of Kemper yet again. What a game we got here. These are the games that I like. I know sometimes people come in here and say they like to watch their team win. These are the games that are like the best for me. I love watching games where it's close, it's even, it does better for you guys too. There's more people here watching it. These are my favorite kind of games. Face off in the LA zone, won by the Kings. Clark on the right side with 7 minutes to go in the second. Joel Edmondson now down low will clear it all the way back to center. LaFerriere battling for it then alongside Lee. Here's Barzal breaking it into the zone. Up then. Pilata's shot saved by Kemper. Rebounds there in front. Jabbing at that puck. Kemper covers through all the traffic. Oh, sorry, King. I didn't see that. Hang on, I'm looking. Washington is the closest to us. They are 3 points below us. Have played 2 more games. Yeah, Washington just traded one of their guys today. I feel like they're selling. I feel like they're acknowledging that their season's done and they're going to sell. Face off here in the LA zone. It's won by the Islanders. D'Angelo shoots it. Denied by Kemper once again. Islanders now up to 20 shots. They have outshot the LA Kings 16-7 in this second period. The game has completely taken a full 180, which is pretty ironic, actually, when you think about it. Face-off coming up in the Kings zone once again. Ritchie will take the draw against Turcotte. LaFerriere will step in. Ritchie versus LaFerriere. Face-off is won down low by the Islanders. Here's Turcotte banking it out to center. Pelech played in front. Now Drouin will dump it down low into the LA zone. Heineman fighting with Dumoulin now. Ceci through his legs. It's broken up then by the Kings on the right side. Now Ritchie down low in the corner. Pass in front. And broken up there by the Kings. Now Pelech to center. Adam Pelech holds the puck. Drops it back down low. Then D'Angelo regroups. Tony D holds the puck. Back over to Pelech. Banked off the boards and out of play. With 6:03 to go. Sorry, I forgot to resume the clock. I do that sometimes. I want LA to win. Bremen to turn up and get a Hattie. Huh. I don't know if... I've never seen Panarin fight. Rangers fans might know that better than me, but has Panarin ever fought? I don't think so. Face off here at center. It is won by LA. Edmondson to Mallet now in his own feet. Will try and poke check this one to center. He'll get it there. Mayfield. Around behind that pass in front from Mallet's broken up. Down low in the corner, Sussy. Hit there by Hellenius. Kept in the zone now. Mallet pass over. Hellenius! He scores! 2-0 Kings. It's Sam Hellenius who picks up the goal with 5:40 on the clock. 2-0 Los Angeles. Nice pass there from Mallet, and the third line for the Kings converts once more. So it is Sam Hellenius with his 4th goal of the season, assisted by Jeff Mallet and Taylor Ward. And makes it a 2-0 lead for the Los Angeles Kings. 27 shots on goal for LA. They haven't gotten that many opportunities on Sorokin here for the most part in this second. But Sam Hellenius converts. And the Kings have made it a 2-0 lead. Puck is banked back up top to the point. Schaefer keeps it in. Shoots it wide of Kemper. Down low now. Banked off the boards on the right side. Holmstrom. Down low to Lee. Lee wraparound chance saved by Kemper. Rebound was there. Now Pajot. Banked it down low then. Back to the right side. Holmstrom. Fighting with Schaefer below the line. Then now Pajot to Lee. Anders Lee a shot. And that one goes wide. Holmstrom dumps it down low. Now Ceci battling with Pajot on the right side. Picked back up then by Connors. Puck is flicked to center. Now Schaefer comes in with speed. Drops it back to Lee. Lee to Pelech, a shot. And that one goes wide. Shots 27-20 with 4.5 minutes to go. Here's Barzal behind the net. I feel you, man. Yeah, those players are not that well known. I'll give you that. Here's Pelech battling for it now with Kempe. Kempe in front. Deflected as it was a blocked shot. Now Adrian Kempe throws it up top. At the point, Doughty. Cross-ice pass. Shot. They score! It's a point shot for Mikey Anderson. And the Kings are breaking through now. It's 3-0. After being outshot there for a good bit in that second period, Mikey Anderson and Sam Hellenius scored 2 goals in less than 2 minutes. And it's 3-0 Kings, just like that. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement. Those are 2 guys who don't score that often. Hellenius and Anderson. 2 goals in a minute 31. Face-off here now won by the Islanders. Assist on that goal are Doughty and Kempe. Here's Ritchie. Will clear it all the way back to center. That's his first goal in 31 games. Carson Susi. Now Druin on the right side will drop it back then for Susi. Will try and play it through center. Jonathan Druin now down the right side. Drops it back. A shot. Denied by Kemper. Kempe. Off the boards then. Ritchie takes it back. Trying to throw a pass in front now. Kopitar grabs it down low. He'll throw that one up. And out of play by accident. So Sam Hellenius and Mikey Anderson make it a 3-0 lead for the LA Kings in the second period. 3:29 to go. Yeah, Mikey Anderson, pretty underrated. Shots 28-21. Sucks. Sorokin was doing so good, and now his save percentage, I believe, is just barely 900. He's played awesome, despite what the on-paper stats say. Sorokin's been great. He's been the difference maker for sure. Yep, his percentage is certainly tanking. What happened to the GOAT? All right, 3-0 Los Angeles here. Again, Ilya Sorokin heading into this game is one of the best goaltenders in live commentaries. He has a .940 save percentage in 4 commentary streams. Undefeated. The Islanders as well are undefeated in live commentary streams. It looks like that may come to an end here. Darcy Kemper in Watch with Nordic streams as well. 3-3-1. 2.71 goals against, a .909 save percentage. Face-off coming up here now in the Los Angeles zone. It's Horvat versus Turcotte. Face-off won by the Kings. Anderson dumps it around then down low. LaFerriere will clear it all the way back to center. Icing against the Islander, or against the Kings. First 3-goal lead here for the LA Kings in a very hot minute. Again, this team has struggled. That should not be lost. And again, that Hellenius goal is very similar to the Panarin goal where they were left wide open in front. Face-off won by the Islanders. Down low now, Barzal. Battling forward with Horvat. Matt Barzal picks it up. Here on the right side, pass over D'Angelo. Nearly made it a 3-1 game, but could not convert. And a penalty coming up here against the Kings. Once again, it's Turcotte who tripped Horvat. And the Islanders will get another opportunity on the power play. This game kind of showing shades of the Blue Jackets-Panthers that we commentated earlier. It's a 3-0 lead for the Blue Jackets. They could use a sighter. They got Schaefer. They could use another good defenseman, though. That wouldn't hurt. Shots 28-22. Islanders power play coming up once again. 3 minutes to play here in period number 2. This will come down to the final minute. It'll be that second unit that'll be out there for the Islanders to start. Face-off won by the Kings. Cleared around then behind the net. Again, the Islanders only have 2 power play goals in their last 10 games. It's been a pretty ugly campaign for the Islanders, PK. Here's Tony DeAngelo. DeAngelo now will drop it back for Drouin. Jonathan Drouin through center. Stolen back by the Kings and dumped into the New York zone. Sorokin back to DeAngelo. Tony DeAngelo now moves it through center. Palat. Drop back to Drouin. Edmondson now battling for it. Zizekas played ahead then. Now Trevor Moore will take it back shorthanded. Here's Moore with speed. Fires it. Saved by Sorokin. Now Palat will carry this one through center. Battling for it then with LaFerriere and banked off the boards back down low. Halfway through the Islanders' power play. Less than 2 minutes to go here in the second as well. DeAngelo drops it back to Barzal. Barzal now up to Ritchie. Ritchie there for Holmstrom then, who holds it. Battling for it then. Doughty will steal it back. He'll come to center and bank it down the other way. Sorokin back to Barzal. Barzal to Schaefer. Matthew Schaefer now carries it into the zone. Down low behind the net. Ritchie to Barzal. Back to Horvat. Yeah, I've noticed Horvat. I've noticed Lee out here. Schaefer to Barzal. Barzal up top. Schaefer back to Barzal. The top circle. 10 seconds to go in the power play. Barzal's shot is blocked. Schaefer gets it back. Ritchie below the line then to Schaefer. Schaefer to Barzal. Barzal to Schaefer. A shot deflected in the air. And now we're in the final minute of play. The power play comes to a close. Here come the Kings. It's LaFerriere. 2-on-2 with Turcotte. Try to get it around Schaefer there. He's broken up. Puck is cleared back into the LA zone. Gatcomb is there first. Brandt Clark will steal that puck away. 30 seconds to go in the middle frame. Pass back into the Islanders' end. Here's Zizekas. Up top. Shot. Goes wide. Banked off the boards. Panarin to center. Pulak holds it here then for the Islanders. Will flick that one into the LA zone. Zizekas now battling forward with Gatcomb. Cleared off the boards. Now it's Clark fighting with Pulak. Down below the line. Kept in by Pellick. A shot into the chest of Kemper as the buzzer goes. And that'll do it for period number 2. End of 40 minutes of play. They might put a little bit onto the clock here. We'll see if they do. Because Kemper did hold on to that puck for a few seconds. Shots 29-22 in favor of the LA Kings. We'll see. I think they're going to add some more time back to this. So we'll get a couple more minutes of play here. 1.5 seconds. I'll put 1 second on my timer. LA Kings have 74 straight wins when leading by 3 goals at any point. 74 wins in a row. Wow. At any point in the game. Face off in the LA zone. Pajot versus Moore. Face off 1. They score! They're calling it a goal with 0.5 seconds left. Are you serious? Is there enough time on the clock? The referee signaled it a goal. There was 0.5 on the clock. They're going to take a look at this. It was right off the draw. Horvat just fired it in. Is that enough time? Let's see. Are you kidding me? 0.2 seconds left. Bo Horvat makes it 3-1 at the end of the second. Are you kidding me? Wow. It's a good goal. Bo Horvat with 0.2 seconds left on the clock. Hockey's a game of inches. And there you go. Wow. Wow. We have done 180 commentaries, and I've never seen a goal scored with that much time on the clock. Wow. End of the second period here. Bo Horvat with 0.3 seconds left on the clock makes it a 3-1 hockey game here heading into the third period. And again, what's funny is that I have the game center pulled up next to me. They already panned to intermission. They were at intermission on the screen. They had to come back with 0.5 seconds. That's why, again, it doesn't happen very often, but it's a game of inches. It's a game of seconds. That's awesome. Wow. Never seen that before in all the commentaries we've done. All right. Goals in that period from Hellenius, Anderson, and Horvat make it a 3-1 hockey game heading into period number 3. That being said, folks, it is intermission time. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you got to do. We'll be back for the start of the third period momentarily. Wow. I can't believe that. 180 commentaries, and I've never seen a goal scored with that much time on the clock. Wow. End of the second period here. Bo Horvat with 0.3 seconds left. All right. Intermission time, folks. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. And we will now prepare for an electric third period coming up. Cross over the 1,000 view mark on this commentary stream. Thank you all so much. I greatly appreciate it. I'm going to go use the bathroom yet again. And I will see you guys in a moment. I shall return.
We all have different goals. A free, personalized plan for the future can give you timely insights. So no matter what's ahead, Fidelity can help you take on retirement.
Calling in your way? Allergies on a high grade. Plus, a risk of brain fog. But we've got Allegra.
Allegra delivers fast, powerful allergy relief with no brain fog due to drowsiness. Try now Allegra. It's a no-brainer. When every day feels the same, one man wants more.
I need an adventure.
So Ken goes to Expedia, the one place you go to go places.
So if I book my flight now but my stay later,
Book now or add later, you still save.
thanks, voice in the sky.
The more Ken travels, the more he saves. Bundling flights, stays, and cars.
Good, Horsey.
He even got his friend Continental with his rewards.
In Penmath, it was free.
Again, in Italy, they also ride on a ride. Oh, mi scusi. Expedia, the one place you go.
Alrighty, I have returned. Sorry about that, guys. Use the bathroom really quick. Thank you all so much for tuning into the commentary. Subscribe down below if you're new. It would be greatly appreciated. Trying to get to 5,200 subscribers. We are about 13 subscribers away. So, sub down below. We're at 26 likes on the commentary. That's great to see.
Hey, Brian Kenny.
Wow.
Marketing wants us in on a commercial together. That must be about how he
That's why you should never think that the game's over or believe the period's over. You should still call it how it is, no matter what.
My agent's gonna kill me. ESPN is now the home of
Kept in the zone now. Mallet pass over Hunt.
Live or on demand.
Kept in the zone now. Mallet pass over Hunt.
Not again.
Kept in the zone now. Mallet pass over Hunt. He scores!
All
All
right.
right. 2-0 Kings. It's Sam Hellenius who picks up the goal with 5:40 on the clock.
Austedo XR can significantly reduce TD movements, with some seeing a response as early as 2 weeks. And mom can stay on her mental health medications.
Austedo XR can cause depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Pay close attention to and call your doctor if you are depressed, have sudden changes in mood,
And last man.
if you have liver problems, are taking reserpine, tetrabenazine, or valbenazine. Austedo XR may cause a radio
Sussy hit there by Hellenius.
Seek help for fever, stiff muscles,
Kept in the zone now. Mallet pass over Hellenius. He scores!
insomnia, and sleepiness.
2-0 Kings. It's Sam Hellenius who picks up the goal with.
Welcome to the Discover Second Intermission Report.
Holy Hellenius. Twisted wrister, TJ Oshie. This was a nice one.
Yeah, the LA Kings are all over it tonight. They're forced all over this place. They're checking for this thing.
You know you're on my mind. And if the world don't break. Yeah, still can't believe that Horvat goal. That's nuts. So 3 goals in that second period. Hellenius, Anderson, Horvat. And now we got about 12 minutes or so to the start of period number 3. Appreciate all you guys being here in the commentary. It is very much so greatly appreciated. Making commentary clips here. All right. Oh, my Lord. The post hit, too. That's nuts.
Ridiculous. That had the longest playoff drought in the NHL, and they're this close to breaking it. So he had some deals that he's talking about for Robert Thomas, didn't go through. Holden Preko didn't go through, and he just kept pushing. So I've been told there are deals in place with Sam Kerr, the depth center for the New York Rangers, as well as 2 defensemen, Logan Stanley and Luke Chen out of Winnipeg. Those are all pending trade calls possibly tonight, but those are massive ads. Some of them very large for those Buffalo Sabres. I know you love that, Ray.
Yeah, not small guys. Not now.
You love your trees.
No shrubs. You shore up those guys, important players. They're going to play important roles in a playoff series, right? Maybe not a guy that's going to score 100 points or be a power play guy, but guys that are going to play those hard minutes so that their skill players can play the offensive side of the game. Buffalo is.
All right, just making the Horvat buzzer beater goal commentary clip. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. Just kind of taking a chill pill here. as we get ready for the start of period number 3 in just a little bit.
This second intermission report is presented by Discover, the official credit card of the NHL.
That's a hat trick. That's when one player makes 3 goals in a single game.
Down. Pajot versus Moore. Face off 1. They score! They're calling it a goal with 0.5 seconds left. Are you serious?
But with Discover, I get accepted basically.
Is there enough time on the clock?
I don't want to. I got it.
Are you serious? Is there enough time?
For adults with type 2 diabetes, do you know about
Oops, that's not what I meant to do.
with Mounjaro? 3 out of 4 people reached an A1C of less than 7%. Plus, people lost up to 25 pounds.
Not the 1 second dagger. Yep. Referee signaled it. Referee live on the clock. They're going to take a look. It was right off the draw. Horvat just fired. Horvat just fired it in. Is that enough time?
Taking Mounjaro with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Tell your doctor if your nurse
Are you kidding me? 0.2 seconds left. Bo Horvat.
nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and may cause kidney problems. Get to know Mounjaro at Mounjaro.com. Ask your doctor about once weekly Mounjaro.
Oh, wow. Wow. We have done we have done 180 commentaries, and I've never seen a goal scored with that much time on the clock. Wow. Yep, that Bo Horvat buzzer beater is gonna kill it. Yeah, I got the 7 Brew hoodie. 7 Brew's so tough. My girlfriend works at a 7 Brew, so I get all the merch. I'm sending you. Zone. Pajot versus Moore. Face off 1. They score! They're calling it a goal with 0.5 seconds left. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? 0.2 seconds left. Bo Horvat. We have.
The Cutter Gauthier trade from the Philadelphia Flyers continues to look worse and worse. Let's talk about it. I cover hockey stories every single day.
Do not take if allergic to pneumonia. Serious reactions may occur. Some severe. Tell your doctor about any medicines you take. If you experience hives or plan to receive a live vaccine. The most common side effects are headache.
Can I see the Jets going on a run and making it in? No. Just gonna keep it short now. They're also literally trading away their guys. Hearing the Blue Jackets have made a very strong push on Connor Garland. Not sure if it's related or not, but talks have escalated with Garland. Connor Garland could be on the way to Columbus if Tim is still here.
Welcome back to the Discover second intermission report. Post to post, butter and French toast. Emily Kaplan, John Butcher, Ray Ferrari, Jane Oshie. Ray, who's that? Columbus. Yaroslav Columbus. No Columbus first there. Career goal. Who was your first career goal against? Doug Solkar. How about you? Detroit. Like goalie? I don't know. Wow. Ty Conklin, I think. Was that a good one? Morgan Geeky, 34th goal, new career high through 60 games. Last 30 years, Eric Thompson has scored 34 goals through 60 games. And Billy Garrett. Well, Island GM also did it with the Bruins, a 102. Man, can he shoot? He leaps. Wow. Every time I think it's popped, Blue Jackets, they don't normally beat the Panthers, but they did tonight, 4-2. They're 14-2-1 over their last 17. Panthers winless in 4 straight.
Columbus Blue Jackets now a sneaky team to watch tomorrow.
3 behind the Islanders. D-Tech Vanacek.
All right.
Capital. D-Tech. What was his nickname? Just D-Tech.
Always had a smile on his face. I'm sure he had a big one after that.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all done. What happened to the Islanders? They're on a back-to-back. They're not playing horrible. They had a much better second period than the first, that's for sure. Game's not over yet. So, I'm not ringing the bell yet on New York yet.
What are your financial goals? No goals. No goals for retirement? No goals. So no goals for your investment portfolio? No goals. What about a new home? No goals. Good talk. See you on the ice. No goals.
Talk to a financial professional today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Mass Mutual.
Wake up! We got plans to release our morning. Ice, hot, lavender! Icy hot, nighttime recovery. You're so back. With investing options from Navy Federal Credit Union,
New York scores early. What happened to the Canucks this season? They've always been like that. I'm not surprised at all.
What if it's treasure? What if the treasure is thirst? Rob has a lot of things to worry about, but as a member of Navy Federal, his finances aren't one of them. Become a member today. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
Hot dessert Pepsi.
New decor counts as spring cleaning. I don't make the rules.
Mikey Anderson, worth mentioning, multi-point game as a goal and an assist tonight.
Towels and more. Plus, get 20% off across the store at Kohl's and
So there you go.
Thought they were cooling off on the sidelines? Well, they're just getting warmed up. Surprise! DirecTV got hot. Hey, I played in high school. Really? Well, I went to high school. I didn't go to high school.
Hey, it's never been easier to keep up with your favorite sport on live TV and streaming apps.
So hot.
Wait, there's no ice in yours. How would I ruin a perfect good bath?
That is Sam Hellenius' first goal and point in a live commentary stream.
Blue Buffalo started with a promise to feed our dog Blue the highest quality ingredients. And it lives on in every
As we get ready for period number. Does Roy remind me when Hagel got traded to Tampa? Not really. I mean, he did get a lot more than I thought he would. I will say that. All right, 2 minutes until the start. I didn't realize we were right there. We're almost ready to start period number 3. Let's get ready for the start of the third period here between the LA Kings and the New York Islanders here tonight. Your second period recap. Goals were scored by Sam Hellenius, Mikey Anderson, and Bo Horvat in the last second. A buzzer beater to make it a 3-1 hockey game here after 40 minutes of play. Taking a look at your stats through 40 here in just a second. Just updating this here really quick. Nope. All right. Hang on a second. Taylor Ward, 0-1-1. His first point in a commentary stream. Kings are still teams are still entering the ice. So I got a second here. All right, there we go. All right, stats through 40 minutes of play. Goals And shots were 29-24 through 40. Face-off percentage was 58% in favor of the Islanders. Power plays, Islanders 0 for 3, Kings 0 for 1. Hits were 17-17, dead even. And block shots were 16-11. As we get ready for the start of period number 3 here from Crypto.com Arena. It's 2 points on the line that you would argue is very valuable for both teams. Both teams need these points on pretty much all accounts. The LA Kings need these points to get back into a playoff spot. The Islanders need these points to gain more ground on their playoff spot. And the matter of the question is, who is going to get them? Period number 3 between the New York Islanders and the Los Angeles Kings. And we are underway. Face-off is won here by the Islanders, and the Kings will bank it back down low then into the New York zone. Kopitar battling for it then with Pulock. Now Kempe clears it around behind the net. Then Schaefer will try and get it back to center. Below the line now is Pulock off the boards to Pajot. Pajot to Holmstrom. Cleared ahead then for Schaefer, who's got plenty of room into the zone. Horvat to Schaefer. Looks, waits, can't get the shot on. Now below the line, Anderson back to Panarin. Panarin will backhand it here to center. Tony DeAngelo now regrouping at his own end, trying to handle that puck. The LA Kings are 16-1 when leading after the second. Into the zone now, Palat back to Barzal. Islanders have it up top. Shot on goes wide of Kemper. Now grabbing it then on the right side. Palat's knocked down to the ground. Behind the net then, Barzal. He'll circle around now looking for options. Matt Barzal fires it. And that one goes wide. Barzal takes it back to DeAngelo up top. Tony DeAngelo now will bank it down low behind the net. Palat battling forward with Laferriere. And a whistle blown here with 18:37 left to go. And a power play is coming up here. And it's going to be on the Kings. Or on the Islanders. Sorry, power play for the Kings is what I meant. Andre Palat to the box. And the LA Kings will get their next power play of the game. Second power play of the night. After the Carson Soucy penalty early in the first period, they get one here yet again, this time on Palat. And we will now see the LA Kings head to another man advantage. Islanders looking to come back in this one. They played last night against Anaheim, lost the game 5-1. Face-off here in the Islanders zone, won by the Isles. Puck is dumped all the way back into the LA zone. Brandt Clark grabs it behind the Kings net. Clark will bank it off the boards then for Kopitar. Kopitar comes into the zone. Pass up top, Perry to Clark. Back over to Panarin. Panarin in front and just wide. Kopitar to Clark. Back over then for Kempe. Kempe up top as time ticks down. Kempe back to Clark. Clark up top. Down low, Panarin to Kopitar. Shoots it wide. Now Clark down low then to Kempe once again. Kempe to Perry. Intercepted by the Islanders. Holmstrom steals it back. He will clear the other way. Here's Brandt Clark now. He will drop it back then for Laferriere. Alex Laferriere fires it. He scores! Power play goal for Alex Laferriere. And the Kings have regained the 3-goal lead. On the 30th shot of the game, Laferriere picks up his 15th of the year, assisted by Brandt Clark. And the LA Kings have regained their 3-goal lead yet again. Well, there you go. Alex Laferriere picks up the goal. And it is now a 4-1 lead once again. Puck is dumped back down low into the Islanders zone. Cleared around behind the net. Puck goes up and out of play. Kings won a penalty. As I think it may have been deflected. It may have not been deflected. We might see a Kings power play again. They're talking about it. The referees are converging here. Could this be a penalty on the Islanders? After already taking one earlier in the third. Referees will talk. And yes, it will be. I forgot to even, change that. But it doesn't matter. Kings are going back on the power play. 4-1 now. Shots are 30-24. Sucks for Sorokin. His numbers are going to look bad after tonight. .867 save percentage. Delay of game here for the Islanders. Power play for the Kings. Immediately after the Kings made it 4-1. Face-off here now is won by the Islanders. Holmstrom will clear it all the way down the other way. Here's Brandt Clark. Clark will drop it back for Kempe. Adrian Kempe will bring it through center, off the boards to Perry, back to Kempe, dumps it around down low. Kopitar clears it up top. Puck will come to center. Clark, back to Kempe. Kempe to Panarin. Panarin, back to Kempe. Adrian Kempe will clear it down low then into the zone. Perry to Clark. Clark to Kempe. Kempe. Pass goes off as Zizekas, and the puck comes out of the LA zone, or the Islanders zone, offsides. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Fiala is injured. So, nope. Fiala is out. He is injured. Not possible for him to score. Unless if he scores from the press box. Face-off here now outside of the Islanders zone. Nearly halfway through the power play already. Dump back down low. Clark. Cross-ice pass then to Panarin. Panarin here at the line. Back to Perry. Perry, cross-ice pass to Clark. Clark to Panarin. Panarin looks. Below the line, Kempe. Kempe to Panarin. Panarin to Kempe. Up top, Clark. Fires it. Saved by Sorokin, that even got on. Poke check to the point. Clark to Panarin. Panarin now battling for it then. Kopitar backhand pass. Stolen back then by the Islanders. Here's Horvat now through center. One-on-one. Horvat comes in. Backhand. Saved by Kemper. Here's Panarin. We'll play this one ahead then through center. Artemi Panarin fires it wide of Sorokin. Below the line now, Pelech picks it back up. Pelech up then for Pajot. 2-on-1. Pajot back to Pelech. A shot. He scores! Adam Pelech. From J.G. Pajot, a shorthanded goal makes it 4-2. Please do not spoil Fremp, I think is your name. Adam Pelech from J.G. Pajot. Now a multi-point game for Pajot. And suddenly it is a 4-2 hockey game here in favor of the Kings. It is Pelech's fourth goal of the season. Shorthanded as the power play comes to a close. Anderson fighting with Pajot, taken back then by Moore. It's all good. Moore back down low then for Schaefer. Schaefer off the boards then for Gatcombe will try to get to it there. Kings will take it back. Turcotte down low to Doughty. Shots 31-26. And we suddenly have a hockey game here. 15 minutes to go here in period number 3. It's not impossible. Here's Moore. On the right side, below the line. Pass in front, broken up there by Sorokin. Down low now, Barzal. Cleared up top. Here's Horvat now with speed. Horvat off the boards then. Palat pass over to Schaefer, can't convert. Moore will backhand it out into the Islanders zone once again. We just crossed over the 2,000 view mark on this commentary stream. Thank you all so much. Barzal to D'Angelo. D'Angelo dumps it around behind the net. Then it's grabbed quickly by Ceci. Now Mayfield banks it off the boards now. Here comes through the zone. It's Ward, a shot, and he goes wide. Could not get it on. Here's Dumoulin, a shot. Saved by Sargent, rebounds there. Hellenius, another chance. Goes up top. Ceci battling for it. Taken back then by the Islanders. Horvat with speed. Barzal's with him. Can't complete the pass. And now Mallet will try and clear. Battling forward here on the right side. Dumoulin back down low. Ceci. Cross ice pass. Brian Dumoulin will clear. Back into the Islanders zone. Sorokin. Off the boards. Ritchie. Drops back then. And now here's Susi regrouping with it on the right side. Now Druin. Off the boards for Susi. Back to Pulak. Heineman. Broken up then by the Kings. They will clear back down low into the Islanders zone. Schaefer for Ritchie. Broken up then by LA and dumped back down low. Here come the Islanders. 7 minutes gone by here in the third. Schaefer trying to bank this one down low. Puck is cleared back to center. Heineman now regrouping with it. Pellick is there as well. Through the zone, Holmstrom. Cross ice pass. And save there in front by Kemper off that draw. With 12:29 to go here in the third period. Plenty of chances for both sides. Alex Laferriere and Adam Pellick here in this third period make it 4-2 in favor of LA. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. We are 10 subs away from 5,200. We have 35 likes on the commentary. Carson Susi. Oh my gosh.
He actually said the Twins' naming rights.
You know, like stadiums do. Kids are so expensive these days.
Oasis Breeze Tan and Spa.
If you need a tan, I'm your man to do business with you.
Or we can look at some investment options for you.
What's trips? The right money moves.
Felt like yesterday I hit 3K. Yeah, it's been a grind. That was like a year and a handful of months. Like 15 months ago. It's been nuts. But we're pushing along. Just looking at stats here real quick, sorry. Kings home percentage in the last 2 seasons. Last season, they had the best home percentage in the entire National Hockey League, .805. This year, they have a .417 win percentage at home, which is the 30th ranked in the entire National Hockey League. Shots 34-26. in favor of Los Angeles. They've kept the pressure on Sorokin, and it's resulted in goals. Face off again now in the Los Angeles zone. Kopitar versus Pajot. Face off won by the Islanders. Holmstrom below the line then. Edmondson dumps it around. Panarin battling for it. Cleared up top. Pajot will dump it around behind the net then. Clark off the boards to center. Kopitar stolen back by Pajot. Pajot to D'Angelo. D'Angelo off the boards. Lee will backhand it to center. Now Pajot with speed. He'll look around and backhand it behind the net. Ceci fighting with Lee. Kopitar joins the battle then down low as well. Holmstrom. It is weird how records can change like that. Cross ice pass. It's not like the team completely changed. Holmstrom now will dump it down low into the LA zone. Now Kempe will pass it to center. Panarin. Pass back to Clark. Clark in front. They score! Adrian Kempe adds on to the fun. And once again, the Kings have regained the 3-goal lead. It's 5-2. 11:30 to go in the third. Adrian Kempe picks up his second point of the game, as well as Panarin and Clark. And it is a 5-2 lead for the Kings. And a nice little backdoor pass. Not a great weekend here for the Islanders. But Adrian Kempe with his second point of the night. Brandt Clark is second. Panarin is second as well. What a night for the Islanders. It's what a night for the Islanders. What a night for the Kings. It's 5-2. Rangers have to be the worst, right? Got their first home regulation win in 4 months. Yeah, I think so. Face off here won by the Kings and dumping it down low. Kempe his 23rd goal of the year. Here's Mayfield. Mayfield back over to Gatcomb. Bank back down low then into the LA zone. 5 different goal scorers for the Kings. Whistle blown dead here with 11:11 left in the third. Icing against the Islanders. See you, King. Thank you for being in the stream, bro. I appreciate it. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. Face off in the Islanders zone. It's won by New York. Mayfield will flick a puck to center. Heineman to the right side, then down low. Bank back in front. Now Mayfield back over to Gatcomb. He'll dump that one into the LA zone. Cleared back to the right side, then Heineman battling for it. Now Moore. Banked up top. Mayfield a shot. And that one is blocked. Now thrown back to center. Here's Moore with speed. Trevor Moore a backhand on. Denied by Sorokin. Suzuki is now battling for it. Try to clear this one to center. Anderson fighting with Gatcomb. Doughty. Over then for LaFerriere. Stolen back by the Islanders. Schaefer loses the puck in his skates. Now on the right side, here's Pulak. He'll dump it down low to the Kings' end. Puck will come to center. Matthew Schaefer gives it back then for Pulak. Cross ice pass to Barzal. Barzal comes into the zone. Takes it behind the net. Matt Barzal up top. Pass to Schaefer. A shot into the chest. Rebounds there. And they can't get it on Kemper clearly enough. Now up top, Schaefer. Another chance save. Rebound was there. And cleared away. Islanders are still pushing. Puck dumped back into the Islanders zone with 9:41 to go. Icing. 35-28 are the shots on goal. Who do I think is going to win? The Kings. The Kings are going to win this game. The Islanders are sadly not coming back. Face off in the LA zone. It's won by the Islanders. D'Angelo shoots it, and that one goes up in the air and out of play behind the net. Shots 35-28 with 9.5 minutes to go in the third period. Adrian Kempe makes it 5-2. Thank you all for tuning in. So a little bit of a commentary schedule update. We will be live on Sunday for Kraken and Senators. That is the first commentary we are doing. Then later on Sunday, we'll be live for Red Wings and Devils. And then after that, we'll be live for Golden Knights and Oilers. And then I haven't decided what the streaming schedule will look like for the following week. It's probably, again, I said it numerous times, it's probably only going to be 4 streams this week. Sadly, with the way my schedule looks, I will only have time for 4 commentaries this week. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is.
The focus is absolute. The goal is singular. Today, you put on
Kings gave up Dubois too early. Dubois has been hurt most of this year.
hesitation is not in the playbook. Your path.
With the trade deadline looming tomorrow, Patrick Roy asked him about maybe a fun story that he had from his time, and he said you got to go back to March of 2000 when the Colorado Avalanche got Ray Bourne. And he said our first game was in Calgary. He said Ray was so excited, he thinks he pulled a groin. Luckily, he had a day off in between games before they went to Edmonton. They weren't able to win the cup that year, but they
Face off here now in the Los Angeles zone. Up top now is D'Angelo. Fires it on. It goes wide of Kemper. 9:25 left to go in the third period. Panarin battling forward with Holmstrom. Shot from up top, deflects down low. He was not. Actually, maybe he was, actually. I don't know. I think he might have been a rookie that year. I'm not sure. Here's Heineman now battling forward with Kempe. Edmondson will throw it to center. Clark down low, stolen back then by Pelech. And a whistle blown dead here for offsides with 8:50 to go. I can't confirm that. Nor deny it, though. I think he might have been either that or he was a rookie the year afterwards. That was around when he came into the NHL. Face-off won by the Kings. Doughty to Anderson. Mikey Anderson off the boards. LaFerriere trying to get around Horvat. Here's Anders Lee. Will dump it into the LA zone. Kemper to Anderson. LaFerriere off the boards. Moore will dump it down the other way. Islanders pulling their goaltender here. 8:26 left to go in the third. Ilya Sorokin is out of the net. 8.5. You're not seeing this incorrectly. Patrick Waugh loves to do this. 8.5 minutes to go in the third. And Sorokin is out of the net. Okay, then. Face-off coming up here now in the Los Angeles zone, 6-on-5. Face-off won by the Islanders. Barzal to Schaefer. To Barzal, a shot. He fans on it. Perry will look now. Fires it back down low then for Schaefer. Matthew Schaefer for Barzal. Here comes Barzal to Schaefer. Will flip that one into the zone. Kemper gets the puck. I think he wanted to. Kings will take it back to center. 2-on-1. Moore will shoot for the empty net. It's blocked. Barzal back to Gatcomb. Gatcomb to Barzal. 7:45 with time winding down. Here's Horvat. Dumps it into the zone. There's still plenty of time for the Islanders to get 3. Turnover for Perry. Broken up then down low. Islanders get it back. Shot from up top. Blocked. Kings try and clear into the zone. Then Pajot back in front. Leah's shot. And that one goes wide. Barzal in front. Horvat. Wide of Kemper once again. Kings will take it and throw it back to center. 7:20 left to go in the third. Schaefer will drop it back then for Pulak. I get them mixed up. Heineman dumps it into the zone. Kemper could not get it on his stick clearly. Druin back down low then for Palat. Palat around then below the line. Less than 7 to go. Pajot to Pulak to D'Angelo. Back over to Heineman. Up top. Pulak, a shot saved by Kemper. Now D'Angelo dumps it around behind the net. Here's Pajot. Back over to Pulak. Pajot to Pulak. Back to D'Angelo. Pass down low. A backhand. Druin fires it wide. Islanders are there. They just can't get shots on. Empty net still for New York. LA will get it to center. It's Panarin who gets held off the puck. Now Tony D'Angelo will carry it back here for the Islanders. It's dropped back to Schaefer, who can't get it in time. Islanders will regroup. Matthew Schaefer now off the boards to Horvat. Broken up then by the Kings. Holmstrom down low then. Right side here, Barzal. Back over then, Gatcomb. To Barzal below the line up top. Holmstrom fires it. He falls down as he's firing the puck. Dumoulin back over then for Laferriere. Holmstrom into the corner for Horvat. Pass over. And not enough. Schaefer can't keep it. He'll battle for it with Moore. Backhanded down low to Holmstrom. And the Hopes stay alive. 5:25 left to go. Schaefer has it now in his own end. Barzal through center. Loses the puck a little bit. Pressured back down low then. Perry. Cleared back up top. Schaefer to Holmstrom. Couldn't get there in time. Now Lee. Back to Holmstrom. Islanders setting up. They can't get shots on. Kind of need to do that to score. Up top. Schaefer, a shot into the chest of Kemper. He's trying to be Patrick Mahomes. Islanders trying to get the extra attacker and the pressure on. Empty net, 6-on-5. It looks like Connor Garland is being traded to the Columbus Blue Jackets. Wow. Tim, are you still here? Connor Garland is being traded to the Columbus Blue Jackets in exchange for a second round pick and a third round pick. That's a big name off the market. Wow. Like a big name. That's a guy I didn't think would get dealt. He has a lot of term left, but I actually like that move for the Jackets. After we commentated them earlier today, that looks pretty good. I love that, actually.
When it's time to add my son to a car insurance, I'm scared to even think about my wallet.
Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the wonderful commentary. Johnny Hockey type player, Columbus, they will love Garland for sure. I'm a little shocked he's being moved. All right, face-off coming up here. It'll be in the Los Angeles zone. Adrian Kempe made it 5-2 in favor of the LA Kings. The Islanders still have an empty net. Here with 4:57 to go in the third. Face-off won by the Kings. Panarin will get it to center. He'll backhand towards the empty net, just wide, icing against LA. And I assume we'll see that here a little bit. 4:50 left in the third now. Ilya Sorokin just hanging on the bench. Face-off in the Los Angeles zone, won by the Islanders. Behind the net now, up top, Holmstrom. Pass to the point, Schaefer to Horvat. Down low now, battling for it, is Gatcomb. Kopitar up top, shot, saved by Kemper. Now Anders Lee, back to Holmstrom down low in the corner. 4.5 minutes to play. Barzal will look for options. Barzal to Horvat. And that one goes wide of Kemper. Panarin to Schaefer. Schaefer down low then now. Anderson will dump it behind his own net. Now Doughty will fire for the empty net. Can't get there in time. Horvat dumps it in. Kemper can't get that puck. I know you two are. I know you're all thinking it. Doughty now battling for it with Kopitar. Holmstrom fighting with Anderson. Now Doughty dumps it around down low. Ritchie back to Barzal. I have seen goalies attempt it. Here's Holmstrom now below the line. 3:45 to go. Schaefer to Holmstrom. Drop back down low to Lee. Lee to Ritchie. Over to Barzal. Barzal to Schaefer. To Barzal. Barzal down low, broken up. Doughty will clear to center. It'll shift towards the empty net. Not enough. Icing once again. I know you're all thinking it. I know what you guys are thinking. The 6-7 people we have in the stream. Three and a half minutes to go here in period number 3. Kings lead the Islanders 5-2. Face-off. These Kings have been out there for a while. Face-off won by the Islanders. Still an empty net. It's been empty for about 5 minutes. Shot on Kemper denied. Now Kempe will backhand it off the boards and down the other way. Another icing against Los Angeles. And for LA, they've been out there for a while trying to, get a water bottle drink and such. Try and keep their energy up. 3:11 to go in the third. 3-goal lead for the Kings. Pajot versus Kopitar. Face-off is won by the Kings. Drouin cleared back out to center. D'Angelo will get it now and regroup. Finally, the Kings can get some fresh bodies out there on the ice. Here's D'Angelo now with speed. He'll dump it into the zone. Kemper still can't get it in time. Pajot back to Drouin. Drouin off the boards behind the net. Now Perry will fire it to center. Can't get there in time. D'Angelo Back now here, holding it in his own zone. 2.5 minutes to play in the third. D'Angelo back to Barzal. Barzal broken up at the line. Stolen back then by Moore. He'll fire it wide of the empty net. This is probably the longest I've ever seen the empty net open in a single game. Heineman gains the line. Lee comes in, shoots it into the chest of Kemper. Horvat to Barzal. Barzal up top with 2 minutes to go. Schaefer looks, waits, fires it. They score! It's a 2-goal game, and I'm not sure who's going to get the goal. I think it might be Schaefer. Schaefer might get credit for this goal. It could be Heineman's here. I'm not 100% sure. A lot of traffic in front. Don't look now. It is suddenly a 5-3 hockey game. I think Sorokin will go back into the net. I think it will be Emil Heineman who gets a piece of this. We will see. But the Islanders have broken through. The question is, will it be with enough time? They will keep the net empty. Face-off won by the Islanders. Barzal gains the line, will flick it into the zone. Goes down low behind the net. Doughty. Puck is cleared all the way back into the Islanders zone. So it will be Heineman's goal, assisted by Barzal and Schaefer. Barzal trying to break it through center. Stolen back by Kopitar. Trying to feed a cross-ice pass. Stolen back then by the Islanders. Schaefer dumps it into the zone. Kemper can't get the puck. Doughty off the right board. Trying to throw a pass to center. Doughty now behind the net then. Approaching the final minute of play in regulation. Sorry, I forgot to turn my clock on. My apologies. All right, there it is. Panarin. Pass back, shot for the empty net, just wide again. And another icing with 1:03 to go. So again, like it's not likely. It's not particularly likely that we will see the Islanders come back. But again, we saw with 0.5 seconds left in the second period, Horvat scored with 0.2 to go. It's not impossible. You got to beat the odds. I'm not sure we're going to see that here, but maybe. Face off in the LA zone. It's won by the Islanders. Below the line. Cleared up top. D'Angelo. To Pajot now, who dumps it behind the net then. Pulak. Below the line. Final minute of play here in the third. Heineman. Down low. Pass up top, D'Angelo. Pass back to Druin. Druin up top. Stolen back by Panarin, who fires for the empty net. Just wide again. How can you possibly miss the net that many times? This is insane. It's worth mentioning Darcy Kemper does have an assist tonight. He had the assist on the Kemper goal that made it a 4-1 lead for the LA Kings. Empty net still for the Islanders. Puck is banked to the right side. Holmstrom will backhand it down low behind the net. Barzal. Stolen back by Kopitar. Horvat keeps it in. Puck is banked in the air. Barzal to Lee. Lee backhand down low. Jabbing at that puck. Kemper will keep it with 15 seconds to go on the clock. Yeah, this one's done, son. This one is done. But regardless, it was a good game. And a good commentary. I appreciate all you awesome people being here. Subscribe down below if you're new. I would greatly appreciate it. Face off at center. Won by the LA Kings. CC will get it to center. Now Moore will fire for the empty net. It's blocked. 10 seconds left. And that'll do it here from LA. So the New York Islanders were the only undefeated team in Watch with Nordic history. And now there are none. The LA Kings defeat the New York Islanders by a final score of 5-3 here in Los Angeles. Wow. First win for DJ Smith. I will say this. They pulled the goalie with 8.5 minutes to go. The amount of times the Islanders dumped it into the zone and Kemper went out to get that puck and couldn't get it, I was losing my mind. I'm like, come on. Please. It's right there. But no. All right, that'll do it for me. Thank you all for tuning in. I gotta go to bed. I got a test and a midterm tomorrow. I just want to die. I got a couple of videos to make first. So stay tuned for those. Those will be coming out in the next couple minutes. But thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. We'll be back on Saturday for a 10 p.m. commentary. Kraken Senators. You won't want to miss it. Thank you all for tuning in. I will